Today I'm going to talk about obesity because we have to do a speech on something that's controversial and you have to come up with an idea that helps solve the problem or to help it ease the problem. So, as you can see on the slide, I got like a weightlifter. You might know him, he's Arnold Schwarzenegger. But before he was the whole thing that he was for California, he was a competitive weightlifter. So he just has like a little quote as how he's talking about how like he overcame some of the pains of like weightlifting and getting into shape and helping other people get into shape. So here's a little chart on the obesity by numbers in the United States. I think this was like 2015 when this came out, so it's a little old, but it's pretty accurate. So as you can see, Florida is like above or is in the lower averages, as like Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana are in the upper averages. Go ahead. So facts about obesity. So as you can see, like the 10 most obese countries on earth, and America is way up there, unfortunately. But more than 1/3, 36.5% of U.S. adults in the United States have some form of obesity. So obesity comes in like many forms. You can have it goes by a BMI chart, but a lot of the times the BMI chart that they tell you really isn't all that accurate. A lot of people don't go by that, but obesity-related conditions include heart disease, stroke, type 2 diabetes, certain types of cancer are caused, and stress on your joints also, because you're carrying around the extra weight. The percentage of children with obesity in the United States has more than tripled since 1970s, which I think a lot of that has to do with everything is a lot more accessible nowadays than it was back then. You had to actually go to the grocery store. Now you can just go to the drive-thru right from your house. And today, about 1 in 5 school agers from 6 to 19 have some form of obesity. And this is just a little picture of a guy like measuring his stomach. Estimated annual medical cost for obesity in the United States is $147 billion. So that's like a giant number, and that's in 2008. So it's probably, unfortunately, went up since then because you guys know healthcare is super expensive. So ways to fix the problem that I was thinking. Well, one, dieting. There's all different kinds of diets out there. The gym's always good, but the gym sometimes scares people. So all the technology that we have nowadays, they have tons. They have like Apple Watches, Fitbits, all this technology. So you don't actually have to go out. You can do most of this in your home. If you're like afraid to go to the gym, or you don't want people to look at you weird when you go. So I think that is one reason, or one way to do it. And I think another thing that Congress might need to adopt is if you can prove that you're becoming more healthier as you age, or you can prove that you've turned your weight around, they should knock off some form of medical cost, because they increase your medical cost in some plans if you are overweight or you have some form of disease. And a lot of the times with the disease, you can't really change. It's just genetic. So I don't think that's right that they should be able to charge you all this extra money. But they do, unfortunately. But I think if they were to start showing like incentives, more people would want to lose weight, because what is most important to most people is saving money. Everyone's always worried about money. So here's just like on the background, you can see all these different apps that they have on your phone or your Apple Watch, and all of them are like health food apps that you can track your food. You can look at your food before you eat it. You can see what all's in it. The number of mobile health apps, is what these are called, has soared in the past 2 years. More than 165,000 apps are available to you just at your fingertips, and all of them are health apps. They come for Android. Apple, IMS Institute of Healthcare Information is the one that came up with this study showing how many apps there are available for people. And then these are just some transformations. Oh, you guys probably know The Biggest Loser. That's like a really popular show, or used to be really popular, but it has people come on and they do like dramatic transformations, and they put them on these like strict workout plans and everything else. And then this is another lady that was also on it. I'm not sure what her name was though. So that's it today, and hopefully it gave you some good information on ways that you might be able to help change the problem. So thank you for listening.